So many years now behind me. These old stories, legends, maybe they were decades ago, maybe it was yesterday. And here I find myself again, as if I were standing at the beginning of a new path I did not know, yet I have walked 1,000 times before. It has returned, this familiar feeling. May I have the power for this journey. May those who walk this path with me, and those who will follow my path, untold generations from now, all have the power. May we all have courage. Let our missions have meaning. Let us know what it means to fight. Let us rejoice in our golden moments. Let us understand what honor is. And so my prayer is for a world that knows no boundary or limit to what we may achieve. May every man see the sky and want nothing lower. Luck, may she never leave us. History will be written in the coming days. When the ink is dried, let us look back on these pages with pride. Let those who were brave enough to walk this path be enshrined for eternity. Determination and brotherhood carry us through every burden and strife. Give us this game of lacrosse, where we may prove our worth.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second semi-final game of the NBL 2023 Final Four tournament. This game featuring the home club LC Custodes against the visiting team, the Berlin Spreewölfe.
Meine Damen und Herren, willkommen beim Finale in dem zweiten Semifinale der NBLL 2023 hier in Prag. LCC Radocin, das Heimteam gegen Berlin Spreewölfe.
Dámy a pánové, vítáme vás u druhého semifinálového zápasu NBL 2023 Final Four. Tento zápas mezi domácím LC Custodes proti hostujícímu týmu Berlin Spreewölfe.
Dominic, here we are in this very cold November evening.
It is for sure cold here.
Welcome to our tower view. What do we expect from this game tonight?
I think it will be a hard-fought battle because the last time these two teams met was in the final of the Frank Menschner Cup in the final, and it was a one-goal game.
That was a fantastic game. I think that was the best game that the Frank Menschner Cup has ever seen in its 5-year history, I believe. And yeah, I'm also very excited about this game. How did we get here? I mean, for LCC Radocin, it wasn't such a straightforward journey as they're maybe used to.
There were some close games. I don't think they lost the game this year, but there was definitely some surprises with the games against Zbraslav or the OT win against Jižní Město. As for Berlin, I'm excited to have them here because it's always great to have new teams in the Final Four. This year's Zbraslav and Berlin.
The first time a German team made it into the Final Four of the National Box Lacrosse League here in Prague. Das erste Mal, dass ein deutsches Team es geschafft hat in das Finale, in die Final Four von der tschechischen nationalen Box-Lacrosse-Liga, wo die Berlin-Spreewölfe mitspielen. And it was a three-way tie towards the end of the season for this 4th spot. So Berlin Spreewölfe, I believe in their very last game, they had to go into overtime.
Which they did.
Surprising a lot of people. And if they hadn't gone into overtime, a loss in overtime would have been sufficient for that 1 point that they needed. Otherwise, Pardubice would have made it. And there was a third team in the mix as well, depending on goal differentials and all of that stuff that I never understand.
I am very happy that it is actually Berlin who made it to the Final Four, because they made a huge commitment coming to the league. They came to every game. So I'm very grateful for them to be here, and I hope they show us some good lacrosse today.
We are all hoping for good lacrosse. We have the first semifinal just behind us. That was maybe a little bit from the result point of view, not what we expected. Nevertheless, it was a very hard-fought game.
It was very hard for game. It was close the first half maybe. Then Nizhny Mesto took over and just ran away with the game. Zbraslav didn't want to embarrass themselves, so they put up some goals at the end, so the score differential doesn't look that bad. But it was Nizhny Mesto games all along.
Very disappointing for the very, very active Zbraslav fans. They are famous in this league, and also the Radotín fans are very vocal, as we can hear in the background right now. So let's look at the rosters for these two teams. We will start with LCC Radotín.
Dobrý.
And here we go with the opening face-off of this second semifinal. Thank you for bearing with us during our small getting dressed technical break. And the first face-off goes to Berlin. Let's see if they can hold on to it. And we will get familiar with the rosters here. We have some participants on the Berlin side that have traveled all the way from Madrid or even Paris. So when we talked about the commitment of this team, it is also a significant travel commitment. Justin Wismer with 54 traveled from Madrid from his studies.
The defense from LCC bringing the ball over Jakub Vimola. Let's see what Custodes does if they happen to score the first goal here.
Yeah, Vimola had a very strong return from his injury earlier this year, so it's great to see him on the floor. And first shot.
Right.
Oh.
Here we go, first goal. Who was it, Jan Hules or Jakub Vimola?
No, it was Vimola, I believe. Yeah, Vimola on that rebound, as we just said, recovering from an injury earlier this year, and came in very strong. Now,
great start for Jakub Vimola coming after the injury, opening up the scoreboard in the second semifinal game.
John Anderson and Tilscher on the face. Another successful face for Berlin. Starting off strong on the face-off, but let's see if they can capitalize on it.
Actually, the LCC team is missing their number one face-off guy, Andrej Strablik, the young gun, who had an unfortunate injury of his knee in a split tournament in Croatia. So this might be an advantage for the Berlin team. We'll see how it goes later on in the game.
A very unfortunate injury, and the first penalty coming. So a first man-up opportunity for the Berlin team, where Mateusz Tilscher, we have just spoken about him, for a cross check and a 2-minute advantage to Berlin.
So let's see if Berlin can capitalize on this power play and tie the game. It will be definitely big for them. They don't want to get run over by LCC early in the game, because then the game can get out of reach. LCC, if they play well from the start, it's really hard to play against them. Wonderful pass from Slavik. Good save on the other end, but the pass from Slavik to a streaking Cobra, that was great.
Weber bringing the ball up to Justin Wismer. Let's see if they can put up a stronger shot on goal just as the previous one. Pat McKay traveled in from Paris, so really committing to this surprise visit to the Final Four. Let's see, hopefully it pays off. Oh, very unfortunate.
What a
Weber.
wrong substitution. Mary Barak scoring, taking advantage on the short-handed goal. That was a big mistake from Berlin Spreewölfe guy going on the bench. Mary Barak having an open lane to the goal.
Impossible for Laux to catch that. It's really hard on these one-on-one attacks, especially in box lacrosse. Even though you might think that the goal is tiny and the goalie is huge, on a one-on-one, it's easier for the attacker to find the net than it is for the goalie to defend it.
Bimola with the first face-off win for Custodes. Oh, wonderful save from the Berlin Spreewölfe goalie. Good shot from young gun Lukáš Kučera, who's a huge talent for the Czech lacrosse here. You definitely want to see Berlin score a goal here, so the game doesn't get out of reach for them. This is not what they want LCC to do. 2 minutes in and already two goals down.
Absolutely, Berlin wants to give LCC a run for their money, but you cannot run against Cobra. That's hard to do. Oh, beautiful feed to Gottwald, who does not hesitate and buries the ball on Laux.
What a start for LCC. 3 minutes and 16 seconds in, already 3 up. One short-handed goal. Oh, second short-handed goal actually. Tilscher still in the penalty box, and 2 goals for LCC Radekin.
Yeah, I think that a mistake, just the previous goal there, the one-on-one, that was costly, and hopefully Berlin can now return and score some to put themselves on the board here. The strategy certainly was to start off strong and, keep LCC on
there we
toes.
go.
That is Leon Boom.
That was probably a 5-on-5 goal. Tilscher was already out of the box, so it doesn't count as a power play goal, but Berlin's on the board. Here we go.
Ja, Glückwunsch an Leon Böhm und schöne Grüße an die Polizeidirektion Berlin. Yeah, he's a policeman, so we are sending a shout out to his police colleagues. Unfortunately, his other police colleague, Jonathan Sievers, could not join us tonight, so we're sending our regards to him as well, as I'm sure he is watching. All right, back to the floor here.
Sirka and Knotek, dangerous duo. 2 of the really good players on the LCC and even the Czech national team.
I wonder who would call the not so good players on the LCC team, but do not answer that. Maybe later tonight you will tell us, sir.
Nice body check. Prokaska, the captain with the ball. Rulesh. Let's see what he does. He has a silky hands. Nice try from Knotek feeding Sirk in the middle. Didn't connect. Oh, Sirk 1-on-1. What a goal.
Beautiful goal by Sirk. Again, very hard, these one-on-ones for the goaltenders.
You can't overplay him on defense that much. Well, beautiful lane down to the crease, and what a goal. Nice fakes, and he put the goalie on his bottom.
Berlin is really putting up a fight on the face-off, which is great to see. John Anderson from BHC, Berlin team, also very strong on field. And his brother plays on the Monarchs Vienna team, so we had a game where they played against each other. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, almost another goal. Nice feed from Martin Peck to Lukáš Kučera, the young players connecting on a cross-crease pass, but couldn't put it in net. Unfortunate trip. There we go. Over and back for Berlin, and LCC with another opportunity.
This is where the experience with the floor comes into play as well. We are outdoors, and this is normal here on an outdoor turf. Not as common overseas, but for us, this is normal. And obviously, the home team advantage of knowing the floor. All right, that was off the helmet.
Lukáš Kučera hitting one of his teammates in the helmet, so it's a Berlin Spreewölfe ball.
Exactly, so now
Game
a
is
chance for
still
Spreewölfe.
out of the reach for Berlin if they happen to score. And
still early, Berlin has a way of surprising us. That's how they got here. And I mean, in that overtime game against Jižní Mesto, I think nobody expected them to win, least of all Jižní Mesto themselves.
Kotek. Oh, wonderful feed.
Through crease,
He's one of the most dangerous scorers in the league, but he's feeding the ball really well today so far. He's finding his players in the middle for a good scoring opportunities.
Yeah. Let's see if Spreewölfe can come up with a game plan here on how to beat the LCC defense. So far, only Leon Böhm has been successful. Yeah, that won't do much on Slavik. Sruta Tilcher.
Slavik didn't even have to move, he just hit him straight in the middle.
Yeah, LCC seemed a little bit nervous during warm-up. I don't see any of that right now.
No, they had the start they were hoping for, scoring quick goals, settling down, and now they play with ease.
Which hasn't been the, let's say, oh, there we go, Friedl.
Friedl with another goal, 5-1 in the middle of the first period. Berlin needs to wake up and do something about it.
Yeah, Berlin needs a new game plan, and maybe they were hoping that it will start as it did in many of the games this season where LCC was trailing behind at first before they took off. They obviously didn't want to do that in here. Yeah, great pickup there by, Jean-Christian Andersen. He has figured out how to play the rebounds here in this arena. He does come to every single tournament, so he knows how the ball bounces back. A big advantage of anybody who practices box lacrosse and not field.
Good forecheck from Jan Hulaš. Smart play, not picking up the ball. It should have been a 10-second violation for clearing the ball.
Ooh. That was a good try by Paul Weber, who was trying to make up for
Great defense from Vimola. Vimola is a huge body. Laying him down takes courage.
Excellent play there by Paul Weber, who wants to make up for that mistake that resulted in that second goal. They really need a game plan on how to hold on to the ball for a little bit longer.
Good pickup by Vimola. I think LCC is right where they want to be. They have a big lead in the first half. They don't need to rush anywhere. I think it is on Berlin Spreewölfe to come up with some changes right now. They don't want to get the LCC too comfortable, or it might be an embarrassing game for them.
Very true. I'm sure Adam Marshall is thinking of a game plan.
There
No. Greg Hart says no because there was no reset on the shot clock. Brian Whitmer, the lead official, did signal goal at first because he couldn't hear, which in this arena, the fans that are here are very loud, so I can understand that. The trail official, Greg Hart, has a better sound on that.
Got it right back. One-on-one with the goalie. Nice fake. Put it in the empty net. He's talking to the refs. I don't know if he needs to do this.
I don't know what he wanted there.
Yeah, he was mad the first goal didn't count, but if it was after time, nothing you can do about it. Be happy that you scored right after. You don't need to talk to the refs about it. You're up by 5 goals.
I'm glad you agree, and it's you saying that, not me in this case. All right, loose
It's
push.
different when the game is close and it's 1-goal game. Then you argue about everything with the refs, but you're up by 5 and you just scored 10 seconds after they canceled your goal, so
Right.
what's the deal? That was a goal.
That was interesting. I am not
From
sure.
my
where
angle,
exactly.
I saw a goal. I don't know, maybe the ref had a better angle, but I would argue that it was a goal.
The advantage of the behind the goal camera comes into play here that the officials on the floor do not have. So everybody watching from home can be experts now. But again, the way we are on the floor, we don't have that. 10 seconds. Very unfortunate. Leon usually knows how to get the ball across quickly. Hulesh now to Prochaska.
German game, Cirque and Knotek. Cirque swings it to the lefties. Hulesh open in the middle, nice save from the goalie. That was a good
Oh,
save.
come on!
What's going on? Oh, 2-on-1 here.
Come on, use it. Do something. Ah, that's very unfortunate. Not being able to connect with the ball is a huge problem for, I would say, both Spreewölfe and Vienna Monarchs team on when playing against especially LCC, you know, Zbraslav and Nizhny Mesto. Excellent save here.
Beautiful save.
Looked very effortless, but that was an excellent save. Okay. Berlin back.
See if Berlin can pick up the tempo here and get some more shots on the goalie. The 2-on-1 a couple seconds ago, that should have been a shot and not a flip pass.
Pat McKay, choose wisely. Leon.
Good save by Slavic.
I would say that wasn't chosen wisely. He still had a little bit of time. Paul Weber a little bit frustrated by the interference there. Vimola did not quite agree with Kressel, who's bringing it over, but managed to do that nonetheless. Prochaska. I do like the Prochaska Ogre matchup on the floor. I think that's a good one.
Oh, another cancel goal. I would like to see a replay. Maybe it was in the crease, but it was.
I think
beautiful.
that's what was
I would
signaled.
count it just for how beautiful it was.
I often get that comment that, you know, sometimes the goals look so beautiful, but when the foot is in, the foot is in. Spreewölfe with another chance here.
Spreewölfe need to move the ball and move themselves on the offense. LCC makes it look really effortless right now. They're finding open guys in the middle or on the crease.
And another one. Maybe we need a tick box for missed passes, so unforced turnovers. This is definitely something I'm sure Adam Marshall, coach of Spreewölfe, will be reviewing with the team. And I don't know about you, but I think you can see the ball very nicely, especially when it's dark, so it can't be that problem.
Oh, nice hit. Nice hit. Yeah, the ball is very visible. It's better than the white one or the yellow one.
Yeah.
I'm not very used to the collarbone balls, but it makes it easier for us.
Oh, that was
for
a
sure.
good one. Good connection.
Nice save.
Nice try. Did not quite work out from Mario
Take
Putz.
all the way open.
Oh,
Good save from the goalie.
Laux all by
Hulesh.
himself.
No mistake by him.
Yeah. This is definitely the game that LCC was hoping for. Their fans are excited about it. We would like to see a couple more goals on the other side to make it interesting.
This is exactly what LCC is known for. If they get it going from the start, it's really hard to keep up with them.
Yes, they're unstoppable at some point.
seems like they don't even try and they get open looks and everything goes in.
Kressel, he can just run away with it too. Friedel, Prochaska. And Strach again from
Good
a
save
little
by
bit
the goalie.
further
Nice
outside
bounce
than we're
shot.
used from him. He does like those close ones by the crease. Known for that.
Another open look. Oh, there we go. Notek with another goal. Just cutting through the middle, getting the pass on the crease. The defense needs to keep up with those players. They're not switching properly on the defense. Too much ball watching, and LCC just running away with the game in the first period. 8-1.
All right, here we go. Another face. This time against Barak. John Anderson still at it. Another win for Berlin. If they can be as successful with their passing as they are on the face-offs, then we can see a game here. So maybe a little bit of a change for the second quarter, but not this way. And
Penalty for Lukasz Kuchera.
yeah.
5-5, 1 minute slash, 2 minutes slashing, 2 minutes slashing.
Lukasz Kuchera in the sin bin for 2 minutes for slashing. So Berlin has a man-up advantage.
See if they can pick it up from here and score a goal, so it doesn't look that bad on the scoreboard coming into the first break.
Yeah, the first man up, they got scored on. Oh, come on. We are all rooting for some goals here for Berlin. I'm usually not partial, but in this particular case, I think we all want to see a couple of black goals here.
Yeah, we want to see some good lacrosse,
Yes.
and if the game keeps going this way.
And you know, like LCC is a tough opponent as is, so giving them the ball on unforced turnovers is just really unfortunate.
Berlin just needs to settle down, throw a couple passes, and settle for a good shot.
And quick ones, right? I think we agree that they need to pass the ball a little bit quicker.
Yeah, but it seems to me that they're running some system or some set plays for the power play, and they cannot change it. They just go for the one play that they have in mind. Just take the shot when it's there.
Gus,
This was not there.
but they got the rebound. Pat McKay not
Another unforced turnover.
on his best so far. So maybe too much French baguette on the way here. Hopefully he'll get back to his normal self in the second quarter. Kressel with the
Kressel
ball,
with the
just
ball.
having fun with it a little bit.
Fastest player in the NBLL.
Indeed.
He won the competition at the All-Star game, so it's
He is the
certified
crown
now.
champion, and I always said that he was the fastest. Obviously, he has a big contender on his own team who was injured during the All-Star game, Hayek, aka Cobra. But yeah, Strach won fair and square. What's happening? Oh, period. Okay. We missed the period horn. We are here at the end of the first period. Home team 8 visiting team 1 by Leon Boehm. We will be right back. Stay with us. This is Babs, and I'm here with
Dominic. Welcome back to the second period of the second semifinal game of the NBL 2023 Final Four. So
Meine
far
Damen
it's
und
been
Herren,
sorry.
willkommen zurück hier in der zweiten Periode vom zweiten Semifinal. LCC Radotin, das Heimteam, und der überraschende Gastbesuch aus Berlin, Berlin Spreewölfe. And here we go. 8-1 so far. We're hoping for a change in pace on the black side for Berlin. Matthias Lehner with the ball. Jean-Paul Anderson.
Another face-off won by Berlin. They need to turn it over to some scoring opportunities.
Yeah, if they can connect as well on the ball as they do on the face-off the rest of their plays, then we would see a completely different ball game. Boom against Kressel here. Kressel having a lot of fun tonight. Maybe giving Berlin a freebie here. Not, yeah. Berlin gets the ball. Paco.
Good
Jonas
clear by
Busch.
Berlin. There's
Pat
some
McKay.
numbers there.
Gus.
Oh,
Pat McKay.
Nice pickup by Vimola, interrupting the pass across the floor. Shruta coming up with the ball.
Vodolan.
Good pressure.
Vodolan against Kuchera and Weber.
Wonderful defense by Berlin Spreewölfe.
All right, if they
Streaking
can keep this up,
Prochaska.
we have a game here because this is looking pretty good. Now they just have to score. But so far, I like the looks of this better than the end of the last quarter.
Is he getting a penalty for that?
I'm not sure what happened,
No.
to be honest.
It's not a penalty.
I was looking at the rosters for a second, and we have a penalty. Oh, okay.
That's some soft call right
interference.
now.
I didn't see it, I have to admit. Was somebody in the crease, or?
No, there's a illegal body check call here down by the boards
No.
below us.
Sorry for that, I did not see for a sec. So, and yeah, this will be costly, most probably. First shot survived by Spreewölfe. Need to get over.
Good clear, man down. Nice red.
Now they have to just hold on to it for their dear life.
Oh, what a
Gus
wild
tries
shot.
tries it again,
Wow.
and there we go. This is what we know.
The self-assist.
Gustav Weber for number 71. Gustav Weber, die 71, so wie wir ihn kennen, meine Damen und Herren. 2 auf dem Board für die Berlin Spreewölfe, und das ist jetzt schon ein anderes Spiel wie im ersten Quarter.
I kind of raised my eyebrows when I saw the wild shot at first, but if this was planned, this was genius move. Just shooting
could
it
have
off
been,
the
because
board.
that first one was terrible, and he's
first
not
one-
known for that one. So maybe it was part of the game plan. I agree. It might have been just pure genius on his part. I wouldn't put it past him.
I would say if I did that, I would say it was a game plan.
See, all right. That's some compliment here for Gustav Weber from the one and only Dominik Peschek.
Man down
If you
goal.
haven't noticed
maybe.
by his voice, who's on the commentary here with me. And you can tell we're having a lot of fun here up in the tower.
Nice
Always
try.
a good time
Behind
to
the back, Pavel Sirk.
do commentary with Dominik Peschek. Another try here.
Shot right in the middle of the goalie.
Yeah, I think Laus was quite happy with that shot. Relatively easy for him
This
to
is
get.
good for Berlin if they if LCC keeps shooting these shots and
Yeah.
they get some lucky goals like Weber did. They might be able to bring the game back to some feasible score.
Gives Laux a breather as well. If he gets shots like that, then he can relax for a sec.
Wild shot on the power play, still 13 seconds left. I don't know why he shot that.
Speaking of which, when are you back to the floor, Dominic?
I'm hoping for the winter tournament at the end of January that I'll be part of some team. Hopefully my home club LC Custodes, but we'll see what the future brings. There's more options.
Okay, maybe some rumors we can start spreading here in our broadcast. If you have suggestions for Dominik Peszek, which team he should join, please post them in the comments along with where you're cheering us on from. We will be happy to hear it, and then I can ask Dominik about said options. Tilscher with the ball now.
Streaking back. Oh, passed on the
behind
nice
the back
Another
try.
behind the back try. There we go. Numbers for Spreewölfe.
I do like the speed of this game we're watching right now. Weber. We have a couple of Webers on the team. They are not related.
Spirit so far looking good for Spreewölfe. 5 minutes in, and they didn't get scored on yet, and they scored a short-handed goal.
Yeah, I do love some short-handed goals. There are some teams that are way better at it than others. Zbraslav, it seems they're great at scoring short-handed and getting scored on short-handed, up-handed. Yeah, Berlin looking pretty good if they can keep up the pace.
Yes, if they play the even game now, the first period will really hurt them.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they weren't ready because they were here with plenty of time warming up and everything. Maybe it's a mental thing more than anything because they did travel on time.
Eddie Barak with another try. Okay, it was over and back, yes.
Yeah, I agree with that, absolutely. Yeah, that was a very good call by Greg Hart.
2 clears and 1 bad pass and then over and back.
And you can tell that we're absolutely serious about this Final Four. We had Ryan Dutkus officiating the first semifinal and Greg Hart on this second one. And anybody who knows anybody in officiating knows that that's a big deal.
That is a big deal. Both NBLL referees, so can't get better than that. Wow,
nice
what a
pickup
big
by Wimhola.
So effortless.
He just
by the way, I'm
so
here.
easy.
I'm picking it up.
Yeah, I'm here. I know it's coming. Excellent. This is, I guess, also the type of agility that, players who've been at this for a little bit longer have. They just always have the ball in their vision and keep at it even if they're subbing.
Timo is one of the players that grew up on this floor. Once he started playing lacrosse, it was a little later than the other guys, but he used to live a couple of streets from here, and he was here very often, which helps you just knowing the floor, knowing the bounces.
And also raising the next generation lacrosse players himself, just like you with your 2 sons. So I can't wait to see them with their sticks on the floor here shortly.
Yeah, I'm still hoping for it. But my older son just started playing hockey, and he really likes it. And with so many practices, hockey's taken very seriously where we live. So,
well, hockey
it will be hard to convince him that lacrosse is better sport for sure.
Well, you never know. Hockey players are fabulous lacrosse players, as our Canadian friends can confirm. Yeah, that was you're shaking your head. I know the fans can't see that, but I can. And I was shaking my head at that one also. Very unnecessary, really.
Please bounce it off the floor or do the twister or something.
Do something. Okay, Shruta here, going at it for himself.
Wild shot.
But excellent defense there, actually, by Marius Butz. I'm pretty impressed with him tonight.
So we're halfway through the second period, and LCC didn't score a goal yet, and they had, 2 or 3 wild shots right in the middle of the goalie?
Yeah.
What's
Too many.
happening?
Oh, no! Hold on, who?
On Berlin.
Black. Oh, no. Very unfortunate. They were just getting into the flow.
Yeah, if you're holding LCC scoreless for 7 minutes, you can't afford to get a 2-minute-man penalty.
That is very unfortunate. Well, let's see if they can hold them off for longer.
Maybe even score another short-handed goal. Let's see if Weber can pull it off again.
It's not impossible. It is doable. We've seen it happen many times before. But not this time, unfortunately.
Just a traditional set play by LCC. This play has been in the run for as long as I've been in LCC, which is more than 15 years now. And it still works.
We have a lot of Berlin fans watching us online. Also schöne Grüße nach Berlin oder nach Deutschland generell. Durchaus auch nach Wien. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr dabei seid. Und schickt hier ein bisschen Liebe aus Berlin nach Prag für die Jungs der Spreewölfe. Die könnten es gerade jetzt gut gebrauchen. All right, back to our regular broadcasting. That ball stayed in. Okay, that was fun.
Not fast, unforced error on Berlin Spreewölfe team. Just a simple pass that goes out of reach. It will be hard to come back in the game. Oh, good defense. Putting Martin back in the crease. Let's see if Lena can bring up some heat on the defense and make LCC pay for every goal.
Yeah, Lena can do a lot of things, mainly in the defense. He's a tough one to come or go
Nice
through.
check by Hayek. Finding
Justin
Bodolan.
Wisner didn't.
Go for it. There you go.
Not much to add to that one. Peppa Vodolan just buries it on Laux on a one-on-one, and we said it before, one-on-ones are very hard to defend, unless you're Bartushka, of course, who loves those.
That's a good goal for Vodolan.
Yes.
He's one of the younger players on LCC, one of the newcomers to the elite team, and he doesn't get many opportunities to shoot the ball in the game. So
Another face-off win by Berlin. All right, boys, let's do something out of it. Jean Anderson has been absolutely stellar on face-offs tonight.
we have Knotek caught up in the defensive end, so Berlin should take advantage of it.
Absolutely, and they are certainly trying, just not quite. Paul Weber is getting frustrated, and he is complaining a lot. It's not going to help him, so whatever it is that he's doing, yeah.
What do we have, timeout?
Brian Whitmer in stripes tonight is getting frustrated with Paul Weber. Timeout red. Apparently, a choice of you going to Zbraslav could be interesting. We hear from our broadcast.
As I said, there are options.
And he's smiling, very much so. His wife says he never smiles, at least for pictures. But I have proof that it's otherwise, and I can see it right now. A big smile. So let's plant some seeds into the rumors of the NBLL 2023. At this stage, we would like to thank our partners and sponsors for the league. Thank you for staying with us throughout the league and making us or helping us grow the game, because that's certainly something that has been happening here in the NBLL, featuring teams from Austria, players from Slovakia, Poland, and other places as well. Berlin team with many players from across Germany. And as I said, some even flying in from Madrid and Paris, where they are on their work or study commitments. So this is a big deal for Berlin, and we would like them to see on the board a couple more times. We had two beautiful goals by Böhm and Weber. But now LCC on the ball. Srch trying what he does best. Did not work this time.
You can still consider this a good period for Berlin. They're
That was
down
an excellent period.
2-1.
Or is an excellent period.
So it's better than 8-1 in the first.
He got rid of it very nicely to avoid that over and
Lena,
back.
good pick up. Nice grab by Knotek. And 2-on-1. Yeah, I expected that, but I expected a pass, not a shot.
I like Vimola, but when he tries to be fancy, it does not always work. He should just do what he does best, the effortless.
But you can see they're feeling it right now, because if it was a 2-goal game, he would never do it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's still fun to see them. I just think some players are better at those than others.
Good
Try
save
by
the goalie.
Prohaska. There was a reset. Laux got that one.
Nice pass.
Yeah, that was a good one. Nice and fast. Leon Boom. Make it boom. Come on. His teammates a little slow here. They're not men down anymore, so...
Finally, the fifth player
Yeah.
from Berlin on the floor. 6 seconds left on the shot clock.
They really need to clean
Those
up
are
their
the
bench.
mistakes that cost you the game against LCC.
Absolutely, right? Like you can't afford those. You need to clean up your stuff.
Every
so that
pass
you
needs
can-
to be on point.
Yeah.
You need to be on the floor on time.
Basically, all the basics need to work. Otherwise, it's really no chance.
Yes.
Because LCC will not let any opportunity go by. There's a lot happening here.
Wow. Wonderful one-man game.
Yeah, the defense completely got distracted by the LCC movement on the floor, which opened up the possibility for Lukáš Kučera. Certainly one of the home favorites, and abroad, as he spent part of his summer after San Diego World Championship in field playing in upstate New York.
Not a hard shot, but the placement was amazing. Just right above the shoulder of the goalie. He was about to kneel on his knee. What do we have? LCC ball for what? I missed that.
Over and back,
Over
but
and
the
back.
ball was very far at that time. Berlin is getting some love here from the local fans as well, from the Czech Republic, saying that they are better than what they've shown in the first period, and we know that. This second period so far, they have shown up. Ooh, yeah, that will be a penalty for sure. Not really sure that was quite as much on purpose, but definitely a penalty nevertheless. So Hulish will go
Good save.
take a seat in the sin bin for probably 2 minutes would be my guess.
Honza Hulish, a great four-checking guy. He plays a floorball as a second sport, and his
All right,
cardio.
okay.
And
This is why I should never say the time before they actually announce it, because
Oh,
this
do we
is
get
a
a major?
Yes. I'm guessing the reason is that the ball was long gone at that point and there was really no need for that check to begin with, but I can only speculate at this point.
so there's a chance for Berlin to do something. 5-minute major penalty.
5-minute major
There
penalty.
we go.
And the first goal. Paul Weber finally can make up for his mistake early in the first quarter and scoring a goal, the first down from this major penalty. For those of you who don't know, on a major penalty, you need to get scored on 2 times to release it. So still,
Is it 2 times to release the penalty, but the player still
the
sits
player
in the
stays.
box?
Exactly. So the player stays, but they would return to full strength on the floor. I did like your look at me in this second, like, what are you talking about?
I was just making sure.
Yes.
Next time I'm arguing with the ref, I know the rules.
You know, I usually try to convince people to come ref as well, but in your case, no. I never want to see you in stripes, because if I ever see you in stripes, that means that you stop playing, and I don't see that happening in my lifetime.
I'm actually enjoying this much more than being a ref. No one yells at you, and if you make a mistake,
if
it
somebody
goes
does, we don't
unnoticed.
care because we can't hear it. So
that's true.
this is great. No, so when you're not playing, you should be, behind the microphone. I don't need you in stripes on floor. You should play as much as you can. And we're still waiting for that, playing with your sons
Yeah,
together
that's
with
one
Pavel
thing,
and his sons.
we already have 2 referees in the family. My mom and my sister are both reffing, so I'll leave that up to them.
Oh, that's back in. Yes. Oh, I love
do
that
we get
call.
5-on-3?
Yes, we
Hayek with
will.
another penalty.
41/2 minutes.
So here a shout out to the Peszek family, which has very high-level officials on the women's side, as Lenka Peszko was the first European, mainland Europe official to officiate a final at a World Championship, which is a huge deal. So congratulations to Lenka, and
Oh, what a shot off the crossbar by Berlin. Yeah, my mom's a good ref at the women's lacrosse, but to be fair, 2014, I think, I was in Denver for the final game, and I saw you officiating the men's finals.
Opener.
I think you were CBO for the finals, weren't you?
Opener. As much as I would like to say that I was in the final game, I was in the opening game, which is still a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Thank you. Yes,
Proud
I did
of
love
you.
that one. And let's see what will happen at the upcoming World Box Championship, as the Czechs have excellent officials that will hopefully be invited. Back to this game here, 2 hands are up. So unfortunately, Berlin did not utilize this excellent advantage. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was very cute, even though I'm not sure that's the right word. Michael Geiger fought for the ball, picked it up, started running it when he realized that they're blowing it, that he's just like, oh no, please let me just do this one. So we're coming towards the end of this first half with a lot of penalties on the board. Nothing really that big has happened, but yes, we have a major penalty on the LCC side, and then another one for a hold, I believe, and now we have Matthias Lehner for 2 minutes. So
lots of room on the floor right now, 3 against 4.
It looks so empty.
Looks
where is
empty. There's a
everybody?
place for a quick player to take one-on-one. There we go, Kuchera, nice find. Good save.
It is amazing that Serge just keeps trying the same thing, and it, maybe 70% of the time it actually works. But it's similar to you. You also have a couple of really famous signature moves, I would say. But maybe in your case they work 90% of the time. All right, this is it with the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being with us. Currently, LCC 11, Berlin 3. Do not get distracted by the score, because this second quarter, Berlin put up a very strong performance, and if they can keep it up in the second half, then we will have a bowl game here. My name is Babs. I'm here with
Dom.
And come back in 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the second semi-final here from Prague, from this beautiful yet very cold November evening. LCC Radotín against guests from Berlin, Spreewölfe. Willkommen, meine Damen und Herren, egal von wo ihr schaut. Hier in Prag bringen wir euch das Spiel LCC Radotín gegen Berlin Spreewölfe, ein Team aus ganz Deutschland, aber hauptsächlich Berlin, und wir freuen uns auf die zweite Halbzeit.
So we're starting the third period with a 4-on-3 power play for Berlin. Let's see if they can score on this and bring the game even closer.
The mood here at the arena is great if you are in Prague or anywhere nearby, including some of the closer German locations. Do come by tomorrow. It is worth it. We have 2 more games tomorrow, the third place and the final, of course. And we have some great things planned here also from the grill. Hayek straight out of the penalty box. Hulesh still sitting his 5-minute major penalty.
So you get 45 seconds 4-on-4. If the Berlin team can reset the clock, they might have opportunities for a power play.
So just a minute or so ago, we had a very empty floor where we had a 4-on-3, and then a situation. Sorry, I got distracted here by this action. So far, what we have seen was a great performance by Berlin on the face-off, and a great overall performance by the LCC Radotín. Also, very needless to say, but the performance of Laux in the second quarter, and especially in goal for Berlin, was outstanding. So let's see if he can keep it up. Boom, with a try that won't work on Slavik.
2-on-1 for LCC, Mary Barak, block shot.
Generally, Berlin has put up a fight in the second quarter. I wish we just could have skipped over that first one, and I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Yeah, the game would be much more exciting if this was the second quarter. It was 3-2 as the second quarter ended. Good save by Slavik. He's having a good night. 3 goals against is very good for a goalie.
Shooter.
30 minutes of play. 7 seconds left on the power play for Berlin. Good.
Nice save.
Oh!
Very dangerous, and that will count as back in there.
Yeah.
But Laux got really lucky because that could have been an own goal.
I would take back in all day because that was a wonderful save of almost an own goal.
And we're back to 5-on-5 here.
Oh, nice feed from Knotek again. Kuchera
Laux
missing
has
just
his hands
wide.
full.
Back. Missing the net. 7
Not
seconds
with
left
that
on the
one.
shot clock. Knotek getting pinched to the boards, talking to the refs. That was nothing.
That was definitely nothing. If we would call that, we would call something all day long, and we wouldn't get to see any lacrosse whatsoever. So I'm full in agreement with
pick,
you.
hard pick from Friedel,
Oh,
and a goal. That was a wonderful big play.
that was too much there for Laux after really a handful of shots that
He was kind of lucky that the defender didn't fall down because I would suggest that the referee would call it an illegal pick if he knocked him down. But what a play by Friedel! Nice hard pick and then a top corner.
We're back to the face-off X. Tilscher against Jean Anderson. And I should be saying Jean-Christian Andersen or JC.
Prochaska with the ball. Serg has a room and space.
Ooh!
Oh, good save.
Very nice save. That one was...
Knotek has scored 1 goal, I think, or he had the most shots, I would think, from LCC. They know he is the most dangerous player on the floor. Oh,
That would have been nice to see another goal by Leon Böhm. He did open the score for the
the moves
Spreewölfe
were
here.
great. Oh, what a pass by Gottwald.
Yeah, that's good play. That's all stick.
Hulish is getting mad, but is that a penalty? No. If it is a penalty, Hulish should have gone too.
Yeah,
Is it a goal?
I don't know.
It goes in the net.
Well, it... Eh. Well,
Yeah, I don't-
obviously we have a bird's eye view here from somewhere else, but Max Weber is not arguing that one. Okay, so it was not the checks on the floor. Okay, I'm a little relieved because I would have been surprised by that one. It was an earlier check that went up high, not the ones down low. So, yes, we are on the same page then. Phew. Sometimes I do get surprised, if we see things differently.
Oh,
Yeah.
it counts. Cirque with the behind the net goal.
Also, one of the things that we love you to do and love watching you do those, even though you don't dive that much anymore, do you?
I don't dive that much, but it's a power play that we set up a couple of years ago, and I don't want to take credit for it because I just copied it from the NLL. We just watch the NLL highlights and they come up with some amazing stuff on the floor, and you just copy that and try that at practices, and it works.
There's nothing wrong with proudly copying somebody else's plays if you can execute them well. So I'm all for it. And especially admitting to them, even more so. Okay, Gus. Yeah, nice try. One work on Slavik, though. Maybe on some other goalie, not on this one. Yeah,
Slavik is having a good night so far.
Yes, I would agree.
He's not being challenged so much, but he makes the saves he's supposed to make.
And that's what he's in there for Knotek. Couldn't quite connect
Nice two-man game.
on that one. Barak. Prochaska. And we're out of time. So back to a Berlin ball.
So 2-0 for LCC in this period so far. Let's hope Berlin picks it up and scores a goal or two, so the game is a little bit more interesting for our fans. Unlucky, that's like third crossbar hit so far in this game.
And
When
you
they
mean
get to a settled shot, they hit the crossbar. That's unfortunate.
that is unfortunate because obviously 13-6 would be a much nicer score to be looking at on this board. Looking at comments here, we have fans from Ireland, Slovakia, Canada, and I'm sure way more beyond, you know, Czech Republic, Germany, and Austria. So do let us know where you're watching from. It's always nice to see how far the reach of this league is. This is NBLL2023 second semifinal. Berlin holding on to the ball here. A lot of contact everywhere. There's a stick.
That was kind of dangerous with the open doors.
Yeah.
Very
Especially
lucky and no one got hurt there.
Yeah, especially when the floor gets a little bit more slippery as it's a little damp.
We've seen some nasty injuries from people slipping through the doors and
Yes,
breaking their
Mateusz
legs.
Tilcher missed out on a last night reffing opportunity last year. But here,
There we go, wonderful backhand goal.
we waited for a long time. Hold on. Oh, this will not go over well by the team from Berlin.
So the ref signaled
Refs.
there was no reset of the shot clock, but I don't know. They would deserve a goal.
Well, for anyone who cares, that was a beautiful try by Justin Wismer there on that goal that was called off.
Lana with a
So
good
maybe
pickup.
they can repeat it.
Numbers there, not anymore.
Leon Boom.
It seems to me that the offensive guys from Berlin
Weber.
are playing one-on-one battles with the
Boom. Oh,
defenders instead of focusing on the team play and trying to open up a guy next to you. Nice feet. Oh, what a save. That was the butt end of the stick, wasn't it?
yes, it looked like it. From here at least. Vimola now.
Wonderful pick and roll game.
Polish. Ooh, cross.
That was a
the
lucky save.
sidebar, yeah.
He was just hoping to get hit, and Hulish hit him. But there was
I think it was
room.
like a glove sidebar kind of situation there. So let's see if Berlin can now repeat what they just did, but with a proper shot clock. Gus. Anderson.
There's no one cutting through the middle. Oh, nice face dodge. Hit the net. Circle on the breakaway, has Matty Barak behind him.
Lena
Behind the back
there.
try.
We have a pickup by
Yes,
Jonas
Lena.
Struch. Good play by Jonas to Lena to Michael Butz. No, Marius. Sorry. Marius Butz, my favorite tonight, I have to say, on Spreewölfe. He's putting up quite the performance.
Oh!
I can't believe that worked! Houston Vesper with a behind the back, trailing 10 goals from far out. Ladies and gentlemen, what a goal. I would have sworn that can't work on LCC. Just amazing, Damen und Herren, was für ein Tor behind the back von Justin Wismar. Da hat sich der Flug aus Madrid definitiv gelohnt. Ich hätte nicht gesagt, dass das funktionieren kann, vor allem wenn man 10 Tore zurückliegt, aber ein wundervolles Tor. Falls ihr es verpasst habt, spult zurück, das geht auf unserem YouTube-Kanal und schaut euch das nochmal an. If you missed that one, you should go back and rewind. As you can tell by my voice, I'm pretty fascinated by that one. That was worth the wait, I would say.
That was. He got Slavik sleeping and snuck it between the legs.
Plenty of contact there. Yeah.
Now they're
Max,
getting frustrated. He's
and
getting,
Max Weber also. Those two in combination, never good news for anybody on the floor. So hopefully they can calm down. Ah,
horrible pass.
Unfortunate.
Oh, nice check.
Berlin fighting for it. Barak with the pickup, but Paul Weber closely guarding him. Now Vimola. Vimola has been
for the
playing
dunk from behind.
up front a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he taking him out for that?
Yes, I would.
You would?
Yes. It was right by the boards. He was kind of bent down from what I could tell, like the head towards the boards. Yeah, that's the one I would take.
To keep the player safe, I understand, but it didn't look that bad. Like he got right back up. He didn't hit his head to the boards.
It's not that he did hit something, but the potential of him getting hurt in that was very high with that check. That's kind of the point. And I think that's a lot of times when calls get misunderstood. We don't just call it when it results in something. We don't judge by the result, but by the potential from where it is happening, right? And that had a lot of potential to go really ugly. So, yeah, I fully agree with that call. And as I said, I clinched. Ooh!
And it's in. Berlin picking it up.
In. 2 in a row here. And this time, again, Justin Wismer, second in a row. Wow.
So we get an 8-goal game. Berlin
Beautiful.
Slowly creeping back in the game.
Beautiful.
Another face-off won by Berlin. Let's see if they can use the momentum. They got 2 beautiful goals. Good save by Slavik.
Yeah, and Christian tried it. I sometimes those work. So there's nothing wrong with trying them out, especially if you're in that position.
Yeah, especially when you score 2 quick goals.
Oh yeah,
like you feel like everything can go in.
Exactly.
And you just let it fly. Don't blame him for that shot.
No, it's about momentum right now. So it would serve well if Berlin can keep up this momentum right now.
No numbers
It is looking like that right now. They just have to connect with the shots.
I was expecting another behind the back shot.
I was also. Maybe I would have even gone for that one, just because.
Wild shot. Oh, they save it?
Yeah,
oh.
They still have a couple of seconds to reset.
Oh, they reset the clock. They have full 30.
Okay.
Nice.
No, they're
check
counting.
by
They're counting.
Barak.
The reset
nice
came now.
Trail check.
And you are being recruited to Wroclaw, Dominic, so that could be an interesting choice for you.
Do we have a Wroclaw team in the league?
Well, we have enough Wroclaw players to almost put up a Wroclaw team, so maybe, who knows what's in the cards in the future. That did not quite go as planned for Hayek, a.k.a.
They pay
Cobra.
me with gold and diamonds. I'll go to Wroclaw for sure. The highest offer takes it.
All right, we're professionalizing our league here by doing actual drafts. I mean, who knows? Maybe an idea.
That would make the league maybe a little bit more interesting if you mixed up.
Well, at this stage, we can thank our partners who make this possible. So, you are the ones that are with us at the beginning of something beautiful and many more to come. So thank you very much to all our partners, Celsing, Forward, ProMed, and others. And there is the answer from Knotek from far away.
Nice bounce shot to the
but
far corner.
You know what? At this point, I think Berlin can be very happy with their performance over the last, almost 30 minutes. Because the second and the third quarter were very stellar, I would say.
Yeah. The first one will really wake them up in their sleeps, because that's when the game got out of reach for them. And since the first quarter, they've been a good opponent to the Custodes. Nice save by Slavik. Good pickup, one-hander.
If you want to know more about our stats here, do head to Point Bench and you can see all the fun stuff. Jean-Christian Andersen. Boom.
Slavik just keeps saving everything.
I would say Berlin's pretty much on fire right now.
Yeah, they hit some good shots, but good save. That was a free
yeah,
hand.
absolutely
Yes.
warding off by Tonda. Good view by Whitmer on that one. And Tonda didn't like the call. I don't think he disagrees with it, though. So gives the ball back to Berlin. 2 minutes left in this third quarter to give the teams a little bit of a breather. Berlin certainly putting up a fight. Don't get distracted by the score, and if you haven't watched from the beginning, start at the beginning of the second quarter. Nice.
Not a good pass from Matej Barak.
Utilized by Michael Geiger. Don't give it back. Fight for it. I think this is also a difference by, like, you know, you don't connect with a pass, we'll fight for the ball. Radotin certainly will every single time.
Nice
You can't
save
just
on
let it
Hulash
go.
again.
Berlin back on the ball.
Berlin really pick up their game flow.
I wish we had possession time for this last two quarters, because I would almost argue that Berlin might beat Radotin in terms of possession time in this quarter, at least for sure.
And what was the score? 3-2 in this quarter again? 3-3! Nice wake from the white line.
Another one by Leon. Boom. Liebe Grüße an die Polizeidirektion Berlin an dieser Stelle. Sein zweiter heute. Und ich denke, die Berliner Fans können sich jetzt freuen, weil dieses Quarter sieht fantastisch aus.
So the first quarter, 8-1 LCC. Second quarter, 3-2 LCC. And the third is 3-3. So
We
maybe
will check.
maybe Berlin will win the fourth.
So we are here, and I'm looking at the third quarter, and it's 4-3 in the third. So if they score,
It's 4-3. Was it 11-3
1, 2,
at the half?
yes, 11,
So it's-
11-2, 11-3 at half, yes.
So it's 3-3 now. So
Yes,
tied
sorry.
quarter for Berlin.
3-3.
They lost
in
the
this-
second one by 1 goal.
Correct. So,
They tied the third one.
yeah.
Let's see if they can win the fourth one. That would be a good finish for the game.
It's absolutely in the cards for the Berlin team, and I think the good vibes from their fans are reaching the Czech capital here where we are in Radotin, and this is it for the third quarter, where we saw a tie between LCC Radotin and Berlin Spreewölfe for sure. Very exciting game, I would say, especially these last two quarters. Dominic, what do you think? What's in store for us in this last quarter?
I feel like if we played 6 or 7 quarters, Berlin might be actually able to bring the game back.
Yeah, I mean,
Very unfortunate first quarter, the worst possible start you could think of. 8-1 first quarter,
keep talking.
8-1 first quarter, so that will hurt them in the long run. But they picked it up. They didn't give up. Some teams give up after 8-1, and then the score ends up being 30 to something,
Which is horrible
which is
for anybody.
not fun for anyone. Trust me, I've been on the winning end of these games, and it is not fun to beat someone by 20 plus goals. Not fun.
So luckily we don't have that many of those anymore, and the league is getting tighter, as also some of the last games showed towards the end of the season, which is excellent to see. And some teams, you know, coming up and putting up a really good fight. And
We
at
have
this,
2 new members in the Final Fours,
Yeah.
Braslav and Berlin.
absolutely.
First timers. So that just shows you how the league is getting close. Malachitsa were in the finals last year, didn't even make the Final Four this year. Wolves won it all last year, also not in the Final Four. I understand there's
And Pardubice, with their Wrocław support from Poland, put up a really good fight, and they're very close to making it to the Final Four. Just missed out by that last game that Berlin played and managed to not only take Jižní Mesto to overtime, but beat them in overtime.
Yeah, last year Pardubice beat Custodes back home. 2 years ago they beat Jižní Mesto twice in the season, I think.
Yeah,
so
nothing's impossible here. And, you know, especially Berlin has had some really close games. Also with Vienna, both games towards the end of the season were super close, where Vienna only lost in the last, 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, which was surprising to see, and unfortunate for them, obviously. Lucky for the guys playing in black tonight. Knotek on Laux.
Berlin had a good start in the last game against Custodes back here a couple months ago. I think they were winning by 2 or 3 goals at the start of the first quarter. If they repeated it today, we would have an exciting game.
I think that's what they were really hoping for, and LCC was worried about a start like that because, you know, it's never fun or easy to be trailing behind. But yeah, as we said, this game picked up in pace starting in the second quarter. That did not quite work out. Unfortunately, the shot clock ran out just before that try on goal. But yes, an excellent game that you are watching here with us. And excellent replays by our partner forward, which you at home get to enjoy.
Well, the longer the game goes, I feel like LCC will have something to think about before tomorrow's final, because their goal machine stopped working, kind of. 8 goals in the first quarter and then 6 in the 2 other. And they just can't find the back of the net.
I think this is what makes the biggest difference. You know, there's many big differences between these two teams, but LCC fighting for the ball in any missed net, just like here right now. They fight for it to get it back, get the rebounds, you know, get the missed passes, and really keep fighting for the loose ball, whereas Berlin kind of gives up on, as soon as they don't catch that pass, then they give up on that ball and just wait for the next possession. So if Berlin can, you know, clean that up, maybe until tomorrow, because they will have Spreewölfe if they lose this game, which, you know, I mean, 13 minutes is still a long time. Nothing's impossible, especially if Laux keeps catching like that. So, yeah.
So as I was saying, the goal machine stopped working. The 17-year-old or 16-year-old maybe, Lukáš Pičera scores. I think it was his second or third of the game. And he got the machine working again.
Yeah, wonderful game we're watching here.
Good shot around the screen.
Berlin is also not taking any shot anymore, but they're thinking about it a little bit more. Does not always work, but, you know, worth. Oh, and
nice
there.
goal from Mary Barak.
Quick pass to Barak, who buries it on Laux. No worries, though. He does not look worried. 16-6. And still plenty of time in this fourth quarter with 12 and a half minutes to go.
That was a good shot around the screen on the run. Mary is known for shooting these type of shots. They unfortunately mostly don't go in. Or
this was excellent. So Jean-Christian Andersen didn't technically win that faceoff, but he was right on Kressel's hands as that pass from Vimola came and managed to get the ball into a Spreewölfe stick, even if it wasn't his own. Beautiful play there on that face. If you haven't seen it, go back for it. Okay, now we're fighting for that loose ball. I like to see that. Kressel successful on that one. Nevertheless, a fight by Spreewölfe nevertheless.
Bring it all the way to net.
Shot on Laux. Safe. Paco almost had it. Not quite.
Good check by Schruta.
Yeah, Schruta was faster on that.
Barak again. think that's a hat trick for Matty Barak.
Barak on fire tonight. And it is his, I will find it for you.
I think it's third for sure, maybe even fourth.
I believe his third. Yes, his third.
It's a big game for him because he's not very known for goal scoring abilities.
Now Berlin, can Berlin answer? They could use a goal just about now to get back into that momentum that they got in the third quarter. Trying a little bit of a trick here. Leon Boom with the ball. Fighting really
It's
hard.
not much two-man game, pick and rolls or something. They're just fighting the one-on-one lead guy. Just leaning against him, not trying to play two-man game or opening up teammates or cross-crease passing. It will not work against the tough LCC.
So a note to Spreewölfe coaches after this game, just pick up on the commentary by Dominik Peszek for coaching tips. It's all right there. You can skip my parts. Oh! Polish picks up that rebound off Laux, and no chance for Laux to get up to have another save.
Rushing to the net, picking up the loose ball on the trees. It should not happen if you're a Berlin defensive guys. And what do we have? We have a 12 goal game, so we go to a running time now. So from
I believe so. In normal league we do. I am not 100% sure we do it in the semifinals, but we will see after the next
I think
whistle.
the referee just pointed it out to the bench here to keep the clock running. So
That
we'll
may
see.
be, but the league management might be on the tower deciding otherwise. We will see. So in Final Four, sometimes, league-specific rules take over,
But
especially
this rule
in these
makes
cases.
sense to me.
Yes.
Even in the Final Four.
Again, I'm
If
not
the
saying
game
it's
is
not
out of
that way.
hand, you just want the clock running. You don't want a blow-up game.
Also true, even though, Berlin, if they keep playing like they did the last two quarters, they can still put up a really good fight. I'm sure LCC would love the clock running at this point just to make sure that Berlin doesn't pick up their momentum too much. They did tie that last quarter. It's not looking like that right now, but hey, 9 minutes to go, and
Big
still
notes from LCC. We just saw a beautiful two-man game from Friedel and Kuchera. Friedel feeding Kuchera. It was a little late, but he still managed to get the shot on the net. But the two-man game is the way to go. That's the essential of lacrosse.
Gottwald with that try. Prochaska. Knotek. Pulish. Fighting for air. Ooh!
There
Oh,
was
no!
a chance to find streaking Lana, who could have gone one-on-one with the goal.
Yeah, Lena was ready to go. I would have loved to see that.
Knotek robbed again.
Hey, pick it up. Somebody pick it up.
Look at Hulash, 1 against 2, and he still manages to break it clear.
Lena was still
And
ready.
he makes a
Now
run
Pat
across the whole
McKay
floor.
not on his best tonight. Houston Wismer is on a winning streak here. Maybe he can bury one more and make it 3. Well, not with that feed.
Matty going for his fourth. No, he didn't pick it up.
I'm sure he has it at the back of his head and wants to make it 4. Do you count your goals during a game, Dominic?
Not really.
Or you just, after the third one, you're like, oh, I'm good.
It depends. When I was playing against my father, I counted him.
Yeah, that is a different type of rivalry. Dominic, second generation lacrosse player here. Vimola with the ball. Tilscher, also a second generation lacrosse player. Your dads played together, I believe. And
Yes.
do they still in the second league? Does your dad dress up?
My dad is done.
All right. I know Mato's dad does dress up occasionally, and his mom also, who plays goal.
My dad used to play with.
Oh!
Berlin D needs to pick it up. They need to see the ball on the rebounds. Those are very easy goals for LCC. Just picking up rebounds from the
rebounds. If there was one thing that teams outside of Prague really need to learn, it's rebounds off the goal and off the boards, because that's where the teams who don't play here in the capital get killed on every time. If you can fix that, you will be a much tougher competition for these teams here.
You
but
need
as
to
you
just
said, play
the player, and there's a shot. You don't care about nothing else but hitting a body, anyone who's close to the crease, so they don't have a chance to picking up the easy rebound and put it in empty net. Your goalie makes a huge save, and then you let him down.
Yeah, exactly. It was definitely not on the goalie, that one. You just need to, he doesn't have that much time to get back into position. If you want to practice this, by the way, an Eastern European tip for you, go play tennis on a shitty wall, and that will help with your rebounds.
No tag.
One-on-one, impossible for Laux. Okay, LCC has found their mojo back after 2 quarters where they didn't look as good as they normally do. And Berlin needs to do something to break momentum on the LCC.
The clock is actually running, so there's still the same rules as in the regular season play.
I didn't doubt it. I just said it is possible. All right. What can Berlin do to break the momentum here right now?
Score a goal.
Yeah.
Simple question. Simple answer.
Okay, great play by Lena. And a nice fight for the ground ball by Jonas. I can't pronounce his last name, so I'll just keep calling him Jonas.
Berlin needs to get an open shot and just try something different.
Yeah.
Not trying to go for a top corner, maybe put it off the ground or throw a twister or
Mario's butts.
change it up.
To Leon. Leon
It
to
was a
Becca.
good find.
Oh, come on!
Vodovan, maybe second goal.
Every time. Don't give up on those passes, people. Tonda holding on.
Running in between 2 or 3 defenders.
Nice save by Laux.
Don't they
Barak
getting
has
fancy?
it still.
Don't they getting fancy trying to get his offhand?
Berlin not giving up, but they really need a goal here to break the momentum. Slavink waiting for his chance to shine, just chilling on the other side. I think he's also happy that his offense has found their mojo back.
Another wonderful two-man game. Friedel and Kucher are feeling each other.
Oh,
right
that is a penalty, and that will hurt. Oh. I don't know why he's arguing that one. That was straight to his leg. There was nothing else there, and there was not even a ball there.
21, 2 minutes, slashing, 2 minutes.
So
Knotek doesn't seem happy about it, but
I don't know why. There was absolutely no stick nowhere near, no ball nowhere near. It was just straight to his leg.
Body, yeah.
So, completely unnecessary. Even though Gus has, let's say, a talent for the dramatic, that one wasn't over-exaggerated. I totally believe that one. Vimola. Schruter. Okay, Berlin, you are man up. Just go for that ground ball there and don't let them pick it up.
You're letting them run after the ball. No
Two
pressure.
hands! Oh, man. Seriously.
There we go.
Like, the one hand does work, just not always and definitely not most of the time. So on a ground ball, just put 2 hands on your stick, especially when you're playing LCC.
So another chance on the power play for Berlin. Let's see if they can change the score a bit. LCC got away in this fourth quarter again. Wonderful
Nice.
shot.
There it is. Gus Weber, meine
Just
Damen
sit your
und Herren.
feet, find a screen in front of you so the goalie don't see it. If he sees it, bounce it off the slippery floor so it's not readable for him. Change it up a bit. Don't just shoot it in the middle of the net.
Excellent. So another goal for Berlin. Will this be enough to break it? Yeah. They were
These mistakes, dude.
so unnecessary, and they could have utilized, the opportunity of the goal and get into a flow that they certainly had in the second and in the third quarter, and somehow they lost it in the fourth, or maybe Radocin just found theirs back. Oh, that was unfortunate screen by Marius Butz. Laux did not see the ball. I was very impressed with Marius all game. This is his, let's say, first major mistake, but a costly one, and it might be the final goal in this game. We are running clock coming down on 45 seconds. I would love to see one more Berlin goal. That would make it so nice. I don't think.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, this last face-off doesn't go to Berlin. They were so successful on them earlier.
They will just hold
and
the
this
clock.
one.
They will just hold the ball and run the clock to the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching with us. This has been a up and down game, if I may say so. Certainly, Radocin and Berlin will think so.
Very dominant first and fourth quarter from LCC, but very good, hard-fought quarters from Berlin in the second and third.
Absolutely. So, for tomorrow, what would be your game plan if you're Berlin coming against Zbraslav?
Just cleaning up the unnecessary mistakes, connecting on passes. Don't rush on the face-off so you don't get the ball stripped out of you before the battle. They had some good shots. They had some nice goals. Run more of a two-man game and clean up your stuff.
And now coming to the red team, your home team, obviously. If you're in that locker room tomorrow, which I know we won't be because you'll be hopefully commentating here with me, what would you tell them?
I would tell them forget about the last game against Jižní Město, which went to overtime. They don't like to play in the Jižní Město arena, so this is our home floor. And let's start the game and finish the game just like we did against Berlin. The start was awesome, the finish was awesome. Let's forget what was in the middle and focus on the good thing.
All right, those are the famous words of Dominik Pešek, who will join me back here tomorrow. For anybody watching, we will have 2 channels tomorrow as the Czech TV is coming and will be broadcasting online. So there will be commentary in Czech online on the Czech Sports channel, and we will be back here on our YouTube channel with the commentary in English. Pre všetkých našich divákov zo Slovenska a z Čiech, pozrite si zajtra o 3. miesto z Braslav proti Berlín a finále LCC Radocin proti Jižnému Mestu. Bude to online na česká televízia ČT Šport.
ČT Šport.
Bude to v češtine s profesionálmi a my dvaja sa vrátime sem na YouTube a budeme v angličtine. Myslím, že to máme nejak rozdelené, ale to si pozrieme.
Těšíme se na vás zítra a užijte si noc.
Woo! And some fireworks here at the LCC side. Meine Damen und Herren, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und fürs Anfeuern. Wir hören uns morgen. We will see you, hear you tomorrow. This is Babs with
Dominik.
Good night.
Enjoy the night. Bye.
2, 3. Který ten třetí?
Dva Zbraslavský a Jižňácký se synem.
To po čase, to bylo určitě po čase. Ten byl určitě smrt.
To tam jeden písmo.
A tam by se, no, ale byl po čase.
Ale ty dva.
Jeden jsem neviděl.
Pardon.
In that time, then we wouldn't have killed that off whatever it was. Score again. No goal. Everyone fucking stopped playing. They went down. Instant two goals. Instant 2 goals. And then they scored the next one. So it's like it wasn't the fact that it got missed. It's not the fact that it got missed. That's the one thing you can't control is what time it is. Like, now, we let it go up. I can't.
By zajímalo, kam letěla ta dýmovnice, vole.